Welcome to 7 World Wide Web Wonders as discovered by Deneen Peterson. In this video, I will discuss the top 7 online tools and programs that I feel had the most meaning and significance to my journey of learning with technology during my ECMP 355 class at the University of Regina. So the first one that I will talk about, which probably comes as no surprise, is the empire known as Google. So before ECOMP 355, I used Google primarily as a search engine for my Gmail account and to create the odd Word style document for group projects because we couldn't all be in the same place at the same time. But now I realize that Google really has so many more features than meets the eye. A few of them that I found to be the most helpful to me, I'll take you through here quickly. This is Google Gadgets. You can insert them to a spreadsheet or even to some of your docs. And what I've done is created a word scramble. I'm part Swedish, so this can help me learn Swedish words. So on the left here are the English versions, and then if I click here, it will give me the Swedish versions. And I used Google Translate to figure out the Swedish versions of these words. So it's really cool how it all kind of links together. Another Google tool that I used is Google Reader, and it helps me to sort through and organize the blog subscriptions that I have, and I can organize them by category. Over here I've got my ECOMP 355 classmates, and this just helps me to save time. I can go to one place and check what everyone has recently posted, sift through it, and see if it's something that I want to read further into or not. And then lastly, Google Calendar. This has really saved my life for the summertime. I'm planning a summer program for the daycare that I work out, and as you can see here, I have our full schedule planned out here day by day and broken down into different activities, and I can share this link with coworkers, with parents, with guardians, so that way everyone can be prepared for the week and the day ahead, and we can all be on the same page. So another web wonder and empire, in my opinion, is this site called TechSmith. And on TechSmith, you can access 8 different programs, but I've only used 3 of them so far, which I'll quickly explain. So the first one I came across was Jing when I was looking for ways how to capture screenshots and images from your desktop. And I really like it. It's really easy, and it's instant. So you can also add things to the captures that you get, like text, arrows, highlights, things like that. Camtasia for Mac is the second one that I've been using, and it's actually what I've used to create this video. And it's also user-friendly. You can create all kinds of transitions and effects for your videos and then upload them or share them. And then Screencast kind of ties that all together, is the third program that I've used. And it's basically an online storage medium where you can store your projects from Jing and Camtasia, and you can upload instantaneously to your Screencast account, and you can set the privacy settings on each thing that you upload, and also share those links to people, so that way you're not emailing huge files back and forth. You can just send the person a link and show them what you're working on through Screencast. So it's really cool, and I would really recommend checking TechSmith out. So Twitter is another wonder that I really wonder why I didn't get into before ECOMP 355. What you're looking at isn't the traditional Twitter page. It's a different version of it called TweetDeck that allows you to better organize your Twitter account. So as you can see, I have things sorted into columns, which makes it a lot easier to follow than the one big column on the Twitter homepage that most people probably use. Also, I learned what hashtags are with Twitter, and And now that I have an understanding of them, I really, really appreciate everything that you can do with them and how you can connect to other people by entering just a little phrase with a number sign in front of it. So some of the hashtags that I subscribe to up here are comments for kids and LM chat, which is short for elementary chat. And through these, you can get all kinds of teaching resources. Comments for Kids is dedicated to classroom blogging ideas. And LM Chat is dedicated to teaching elementary grades, and they host chats on Saturdays, and we discuss given questions on a particular topic. And through this LM chat, I've been able to get tons of ideas for my summer program and connect with other teachers and hear their stories and things like that. And also I've learned that Twitter can be used for obviously personal reasons, but more of a support base or support group for personal things that you may be going through. For instance, I have Crohn's disease, and I used hashtags related to Crohn's issues to seek out friends that that also have Crohn's disease and are going through the same things that I am, because I haven't really found anyone in Regina who I can relate to or connect with. So Twitter, in a nutshell, has made me feel less alone, and it has connected me to some really great people and resources. Glogster is probably one of the most fun tools I've ever come across on the web, and I'm so excited to share it with you. And just so you know, it makes me so excited to begin teaching, because I believe that this tool is going to change how our students complete assignments, and I believe with my whole heart that it will really allow them to be more engaged and to enjoy their learning and take pride in it, because they can really individualize their assignments this way. So what is a glog? It is basically a visual interactive blog. You can incorporate video, pictures, audio, graphics, text, data, as this little picture shows, and you, like I said, you can really make it your own, and you can use it for assignments, for reports, for presentations. I'll show you just a couple of examples here that have been made. So as you can see, they're very eye appealing, eye pleasing, I guess you could say, rather, and they just look so cool. Like, I wish I was able to have done assignments like this back in school, because I feel that I would have learned more, because I would have taken more pride in my work if I would have been able to make something look like this. And you can have students, as I said, use this as visual aids or as their cue cards for a presentation, and then they can show classmates videos, play them the audio clips that they've found. It's basically like the sky is the limit with Glogster. And just so you know, if you ever are in one of my classes, this is what we're going to be using a lot. So as I've mentioned in one of my blog posts, I am wild about Wibia. It is such a cool way to customize your site and to offer your site visitors more options and just some fun things to try out. Wibia is a toolbar that you can customize with all different kinds of apps. As you can see here, you can pick and choose which ones you would like to include, and then you generate them into a toolbar, which we will go to here on my blog just so you can see what I'm talking about. So at the bottom of the page here, loading up, is the Wibia toolbar. So as you can see, I've got an assortment of different things. People can contact me. They can check out pictures from my Flickr photo stream. They can you know, connect with me with the social media sites. And this is really cool as well. They can use iTranslate to convert my page into whatever language they speak, and that way I'll be able to connect with even an even larger audience, which I think is really exciting. So I'm going to switch it back to English here just so I can understand what I'm looking at here. And I'll quickly go back to Wibia's site here just to show you kind of how it compiles the information for you. It gives you an overview of the application usage kind of by week, and it shows here that I've acquired more Twitter followers because of Wibia, which is awesome. And then it also has this analytics here, and you can break down each application by day, by week, by month. And you can see how many people have used each one, and then it can also help you gauge if the applications that you have on your toolbar are worthwhile, if people are using them or not. And then you can also change your bar from there depending on these results. DS106 is a great resource for teachers and students. It's got a whole schwack of media projects that you can complete. And as a teacher, this is awesome because your prep work is basically done for you. It has all kinds of assignments that you can give your students. You can also give them the choice of what they would like to complete. So say someone prefers learning by audio or by voice, they can click into here and they can have hundreds of assignments basically at their fingertips to give a try. And if you go into, say, whichever assignment interests you or looks appealing, it gives you a breakdown of what is expected of you. It sometimes gives you a suggestion of what program to use, and then it gives you these tags here under the do this assignment to share your work with the rest of the DS106 community. However, I learned kind of the hard way that my blog platform Weebly it doesn't allow you really to share your DS106 work because it uses categories rather than tags. So besides learning about this site and all of the different kinds of things that you can do out there with media and online tools, I learned more about my blog platform, and that in order to share my DS106 assignments, I need to create a blog on a different program like WordPress or Posterous, and then I'll be able to tag my assignments and share them with other DS106 members, because I would really like to do that to get their input and feedback. And last but not least of the World Wide Web wonders is Mozilla Popcorn. And I found out about this program through one of my DS106 assignments, where it asked me to create a pop-up video, and that's something that I've always wanted to do, and thanks to this program and to DS106 I was able to make that a reality. And here's just a little preview of what the editor looks like. So it's kind of your typical video editor. You can drag and drop captions underneath and put text and graphics into there. And basically all you need is a URL address for a video, or you can upload a video that you've already created. And I think this would be a really cool assignment for students, because they'll have to research information pertaining to the video or the subject that it's related on, and then find you know, short and precise ways to present that to an audience. So there you have the 7 World Wide Web wonders according to me, Deneen Peterson. Here are just a couple other noteworthy contenders that didn't quite make the cut, but I used them a lot in my ECMP 355 journey, and I will continue to explore them to hopefully use them for more of their full potentials. And I'll leave you with my site, D9's Domain. This is basically where all of my learning with technology started, and it is also where I was able to showcase a lot of my progress and share my work with my classmates and other people who visited my site. And if you haven't visited my site yet, I hope that you do. It's d9.weebly.com. Please come by, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and let's connect.